Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. Welcome to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, we attempt to use our cups and string connection to Mike Satterfield and Richard Tomlin, who, should be
Bob
out
Hope
here.
and Bing Crosby and SEMA.
They should be out there near El Paso on I-10 headed to SEMA in Las Vegas. A day late and a dollar short.
Except
Well,
they're still in Wichita Falls.
Yeah, they're not going that direction. Now they're going up through Amarillo instead of going out that way. I don't know why they changed their mind.
That away. That's a direction.
That away.
Yeah,
that
that's
away.
an East Texas direction.
Yeah.
That away.
There's some sort of a Western comedy involving, I don't know, Don Knotts or somebody. I think they went that away.
Blazing Saddles.
Is that what it was?
You know,
went that away.
they couldn't put Blazing Saddles on TV.
They could, but it'd only be a
You have to
5-minute
watch
movie.
it on the late night
Be a 5-minute
cable
movie.
channels.
I think what we should
all the
do.
wokesters would go nuts.
I think what we should do is get permission and actually run Blazing Saddles in this time slot.
And the best of.
And
that was such a good movie.
it still
That was
is.
such a good movie. That and what was the other Mel Brooks was Spaceballs.
Spaceball.
Yeah. I love Spaceballs.
And the one, the one where the knight has his arms and legs cut off, and he says, "Come on."
That's Monty Python.
Monty Python.
Yeah.
Okay, different movie.
Search for the Holy
Yeah,
Grail.
that's it. That's the one.
That was way too
Maybe we
funny.
should do a movie review.
And the
I
horses
did.
with the
I
coconuts.
did 7 of them.
A movie review, not car reviews in movies.
You know, I was surprised you didn't use. You remember Chevrolet did the commercial a few years ago about all the horror movies that were Ford products, and it was a Chevrolet thing. And Cujo was the girl was trapped inside of a Pinto.
big dog, yeah.
And the dog was up trying to eat its way through the windshield of the Pinto.
Yeah.
I missed the
I
whole
thought
thing.
I thought that was a pretty creative.
That's the only part of that
commercial.
show I ever saw.
Very creative part of that.
So we got a carload of people here. I'm not sure they're driving. They're moving.
Well, should we put them on
Let's
the air?
zoom them in. You ready?
Might
Okay,
as well zoom them
there
in.
All
they
right,
are.
well, they're zoomed in.
They're zoomed in.
Richard.
What's going on, guys? Good morning.
Where the heck are you, Richard? Are you lost in the desert?
We're pulling into Childress right now to stop and talk to you. We're about 3 minutes behind schedule, but signal was strong enough. We decided to go ahead and call in a little bit early.
said-
Wait just a minute.
30
You
or
said
3?
3 minutes. I thought that you were more like, a day
And a half.
behind.
We got plenty of time. Plenty of time.
You're such a liar. You have plenty of time. Yeah, that's why you got up and drove all night.
We left about 12:01, 12:02 last night, and you can see who was driving most of the night. Just straight out in the back seat. So we'll be in Vegas this evening late and get loaded in tomorrow morning.
Okay. Well, and has load in already started out there?
Sunday it starts. Yeah,
Yes.
Sunday it starts. We're one of the earliest time slots to get in, which is why we had this crunch because show doesn't open till Tuesday, but our time slot's Sunday morning at 9 a.m.
Oh my!
Oh,
God.
because of where they're going to put you, they got to get you in so they can bring some in behind, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very, very odd load in, but it's what they want. We'll make it happen.
So Mike Satterfield, I believe, is at the wheel. Am I correct?
Correct.
Well, Richard, why don't you introduce us to Mike Satterfield and tell us why he wants to be your friend?
I'm not sure about that, honestly, but so Mike Satterfield runs the gentlemanracer.com, which is a super cool website that covers a lot of vintage race stuff that I'm a part of.
Yeah.
We worked together on the Grospec Grand Prix a few years back. As I've alluded to, we've got some bigger things coming for 2023, but he does a lot of automotive journalism like you guys do. So it makes sense that we all work together, making this world of automotive even smaller.
Well, let me just tell you this, that this is not automotive journalism. This is automotive mayhem. And I'm sure that you're quite familiar with that since you've been a part of our show for a number of years now.
And who's joining us in the back?
It's
Oh, we woke him up.
Oh, that's my dad, Dean.
Go back to
Hi,
sleep.
Dean.
Go back to
he's
sleep,
awake.
You go, I woke up for this.
Yeah, so wait a minute. So are you outside of Childress?
We're in Childress now. We just pulled over. We are driving a brand new Grand Wagoneer that Jeep loaned us to tow the vintage Grand Wagoneer out to Vegas in. So it's been a really nice, comfortable ride. Massaging seats and all kinds of cool
Heated,
stuff.
cooled seats. It's nice. Macintosh sound system.
Yeah. I'm
it's
going to do a review on that
amazing
next
vehicle.
week. I'm looking forward to
Cool
it.
truck.
I assume that what you're taking out there is in an enclosed trailer behind your vehicle.
Oh, no. Oh, no. We don't hide anything. It's out and wide open so you can see it.
Oh, my God.
Let's go take a look.
Is it at least covered?
We're gonna go. We're gonna go take a look. I guess we're gonna get.
He sent me some pictures at 2:30 this morning.
Yeah, well, we don't have.
Only got 2 of them, so a real look would be better.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. Ooh.
Oh. So actually, it is. It's beautiful.
It is.
Is it all stock?
Well, except for the Laura Ashley interior.
Oh, that's true. The Laura Ashley interior. I forgot about that.
The real wood grain.
Can you guys hear us? Why, we can see you, but we can't hear you.
That's okay. We can do the voiceover for him.
Yeah. So that's right. It's got the Laura Ashley. So let's look at that Laura Ashley interior.
So like the door panels and.
Oh my gosh!
Look at
Yes. I'll tell you what.
Oh, look at
the
that
headliner.
Hubba.
Yeah.
Don's got a suit made out of that material.
Yeah, I do. Except mine's red.
I will tell you a story later about a suit made out of car seats.
I'm not interested.
Yeah, inside we did the Laura Ashley fabrics and Laura Ashley floral on the doors, which was really cool. We had a guy named Upholstery by Poe who did that for us, and he did an incredible job. It just came out really, really cool.
Yeah, it looks great.
So what time did you actually complete that vehicle?
The original wood back to stock and Bluebell Vanilla White by Wanda Paint, which was really nice and provided for us. But, yeah, it came out really, really cool. And then under the hood, it's got a modern General Motors drivetrain, so we got rid of the old AMC stuff. But it came out very, very good.
Everything loves an LS motor in it.
So, are we still on Bluetooth, I think?
Yes.
You guys can't hear me at all, can you?
Yeah, we can.
we hear you.
We hear you.
What time did you
back
finish the
inside again.
vehicle, Richard? What time was it buttoned up?
I don't think he can hear us.
No, it's all jacked
Well,
up.
he's showing us the new Grand.
Yeah, I had to get back in the vehicle. I'm sorry, back in the vehicle.
So you can hear us now, huh?
Yeah, sorry.
No
We stepped
problem,
out of
because
the
we could hear
vehicle,
you
so-
when you were out walking around the
Yeah,
car.
we could hear everything you were saying.
Richard,
Yeah,
what time did you finish the vehicle?
It's not done yet.
So you got to finish it on the trailer?
I believe that there was a center cap off one of those wheels there.
Oh, gosh.
There better not be. The rear ones don't have center caps, just the front have center caps.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why.
All right.
Well,
The
that's
rear is
good.
just the individual lugs. That's individual hubs. Dana 44 axles under that one. So,
All right.
Yeah, no, we've got stuff to still finish when we get there, as always. But we've got basically a day and a half to work on the car sitting there at the show before the show opens.
Well, what
So
what
we
booth
might
are
as
you?
well at least
What
try.
booth are you going to be in?
We will be in the Toyo Tires booth.
Toyo Tires.
Very good.
Yeah. Put a word in
Yeah,
for
right
Jeff, will
across
you?
from Hoonigan.
Yeah. Well, I listen. We don't want to.
And what happens to the truck after the show?
So after SEMA, we're going to button up a couple of things on it, do some road testing with it. And then in 2023, it's actually going on tour all over the country with Laura Ashley to celebrate their 70th anniversary. So that's kind of the theme behind the vehicle, is building a vehicle for the client, Laura Ashley, to celebrate their 70th, as if back in the 80s they had a special edition, kind of like an Eddie Bauer or any other kind of King Ranch type vehicle. So it's got a lot of branding on it and a lot of elements that are Laura Ashley, the fashion and home brand, kind of cooked into the design.
And to show you how ignorant I am at times, I had no idea who Laura Ashley was. But I've had females in our shop over the last 3 weeks. One that was jumping up and down for joy when she saw the patterns and how the vehicle was being put together. So the vehicle is going to be a home run for the client and their customer base. It's a little different than what we would normally do, but I think that was part of the challenge that we enjoy. So.
I'm trying to get Richard to cover his race seats with some of that floral pattern.
Awesome.
We have to get the
Awesome.
fabric.
Yeah. Show up out there at the track, MSR with it.
I want a pair of pants like that.
Ooh, you could get your helmet wrapped
I was
to
gonna say,
match.
do
There you go.
Richard's helmet.
Big floral pattern.
Or a fire
Big
suit.
floral pattern.
A fire suit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work. So wasn't there another vehicle going, a Ford truck?
Yeah, my 69 Ford out there. We dubbed that one called Ranch Relic. It actually is on tour. It's in Moab, Utah tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then it's being trucked over from Moab to SEMA.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's going to be the eBay Motors booth. It's been touring as part of the Parts of America tour. Really fun truck. They really kind of gave me a lot of leeway to build. They wanted an old school looking ranch truck. So I tapped my friend Sean Starr, who does hand painted graphics, old school sign art. We kind of made up our own ranch called the Rio Brazos. And it looks like a 1960s work truck. Upgrade, obviously, disc brakes. We put a really beautiful wood bed in the insert into the old beat up bed. Put a saddle in the back. Put some nice Cosmo tires on it, and a bunch of other fun.
Hair on hide was pretty cool too.
Hair and hide leather inserts on the seats, and really kind of made it a cowboy truck. And then a couple of nice little modern conveniences like a Bluetooth classic auto sound system. So still looks old school, but you can sync your phone up to it and
There
enjoy
you go.
your modern music.
Did you guys use the same upholstery shop that you used for the Laura Ashley?
Yeah, Upholstery by Poe in Bryan, Texas. I found him by chance, and he's just excellent. Head down, got everything done. Everything fit perfectly. Really, really good. So, yeah, we got really lucky to find so much talent here in Texas with Richard's shop, with Sean Starr, with Poe, all these guys that helped put this thing together.
Wonderful.
But
yeah, and Dad, too.
And Dad, too. That's right. And Dad, too, is an afterthought. Well, I'll tell you that, it's about connections in this business. And if you want the best, then you need to know somebody that knows somebody.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely correct.
So you're going to make it to Vegas tonight, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll be there this
Late
evening.
tonight.
It's
Putting
only
20 on black for you?
Yes, I was thinking the
I
same
was going to
thing.
say, yeah.
It's only 975 miles from where you're at in Childress.
Conrad's got you calculated on his
Yeah,
computer.
It shows 14 hours to get there, and that doesn't. And you're not allowed to stop to pee.
Hey, what are you paying for gas on the way?
And we just saw $5.60 for diesel coming in at Childress.
Are you in a diesel?
Too much.
Are you in a
This is
diesel?
a 6-cylinder, straight 6.
No,
yeah.
it's gas.
Was it gas?
This is gas.
This was a 6-cylinder twin turbo.
It's a inline 6. This is a new Hurricane
That's
twin
what you had,
turbo
Mike.
motor that they're putting in the Grand Wagon.
Mike had that.
Yeah, it's gas. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, it may have been
Besides,
gas,
you
but
think
it sounds like it may be diesel now.
Don't put diesel in it.
Yeah.
So you got a little ways to go.
Too used to looking at diesel prices.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
just
not bad
don't
on
put
mileage.
diesel fuel in it.
Gas
That's the
engine.
Yeah,
only
don't
thing,
do
yeah.
that. Don't do that.
Well,
No,
listen,
that'd be
guys.
bad.
Listen, guys.
Calling Conrad.
It's great to talk to you. What about Conrad?
He'd be
Calling
calling
saying
you.
anytime we mess up the fuel system, we got to call Conrad to get things fixed.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that works. Well, you've got a long haul ahead of you. Good luck. Amarillo by morning and Albuquerque in the afternoon. That's a good haul.
Hauling donkey.
That's right. Got to be
We will,
hauling donkey.
All right,
We will
you
make
guys.
it.
Y'all have a good
Appreciate
trip.
it.
Be safe out there. We'll talk to you soon.
Have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Laura Ashley, what a great connection, because that brings a female content into their SEMA show, where I would say typically SEMA is quite male
Oh,
dominated.
yes, it
Duh.
is. But what they're going to ultimately use the vehicle for will be actually direct contact with women.
Right.
Yeah.
Laura
Well, the
Ashley.
70th
Right,
anniversary.
Right.
And that Jeep Grand Wagoneer, to me, was kind of the original SUV. Even before the Cherokee, which a lot of people talk about the compact SUV, was born around the Jeep Cherokee. But the Grand Wagoneer and Suburban were really the only things that were out there to speak of.
That's right. And I'll be honest with you. Back in my day when that old Grand Wagoneer was out there, the Wagoneer, when it was out there, it was kind of like, the guy was smoking the pipe with the smoking jacket or sweater on.
Yeah.
And,
with the elbow patches on it.
Yeah. And nobody that I knew had one.
But they were bulletproof.
Well, they may have been, but nobody wanted to drive them. That was a mom and pop or grandma and grandpa car.
Or I had an uncle that lived up in Arkansas, up on top of one of them mountains.
Enough said. Enough said.
Yeah, he had one.
And he had a Wagoneer and 3 teeth.
Yeah, you got pretty lips.
3 tooth.
8675309. Did you see that that I posted?
That was funny.
And a banjo.
Well, there was no banjo. They just used the 3 teeth that he had in his head
got
as
a
the
little
number
small
3.
guitar.
A lot of squealing
He's learning
going
the
on.
banjo, but
A lot of
he's
squealing.
Lord have mercy. All right, time now for the events calendar. Conrad has that.
And let's see. Tonight is Nifty 50s. Also tonight is the Haunted Cruise-In at Cooper's Old Town Barbecue in Katy. Meticulous Detailing Trunk or Treat off Saratoga Boulevard in Corpus Christi. Reaction Motors.
Corpus Christi.
Yeah, well, we
Yeah.
you should see people who watch our show.
Yeah.
They're from all around
I'd
the
be
state.
afraid.
Be very afraid.
Be very afraid.
Just as long as you subscribe, it'd be good.
Texas Night Fest at the Humble Civic Center off of Will Clayton Parkway.
That would be the Humble Civic Center, not Humble.
Did you
Humble.
reread this?
Yeah.
Did you pre-read
Humble.
this?
Humble. And that starts at 7 p.m.
How long have you lived here?
Long enough. I wasn't born in Texas,
Apparently
but I got
not.
here as soon as I could.
Well, humble is not the word.
Humble.
Humble.
And also tonight, starting at 1 p.m. this afternoon, Trunk or Treat off of Little York at the bike. That's a truck and bike show, $15 entry fee. Tomorrow is Trucks and Coffee, Trunk or Treat at the War Memorial in Houston, Texas.
Cool.
Cruise in, no entry fee. The Halloween Bash starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow at Freddy's Steak Burger off of Sam Houston Parkway in Pasadena. The Cy Woods FFA Car Show at 11206 Telge Road in Cypress, Texas.
That should be a tractor show.
Car and Tractor Show is tomorrow, and that's a fundraiser for the Cy Woods FFA. 11 a.m. tomorrow to 3 p.m. is the Houston Cars and Cocktails at Little Woodrow's off of Timber Tech Avenue in Tomball, Texas, and that's in open cruising. And they got some high-dollar cars, a lot of Lamborghinis and Ferraris and Vipers and stuff show up to that. And then Chicago Bar and Grill's annual auto and bike show at 4444 Cypress Creek Parkway in Houston. $5 entry fee, and that starts at 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon.
Joe Pritchard's Courtesy Chevrolet, 7777 Katy Freeway, just west of Post Oak.
Ta-da.
You said 4444, and that got
Joe
me thinking.
Pritchard. That was somebody else when I called on them.
Joe Pritchard's Courtesy Chevrolet.
Courtesy Chevrolet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Pritchard's Courtesy Chevrolet.
We know Chris
And
Pritchard.
then
He's a guitar player.
tomorrow at 4 p.m. is the Trunk or Treat block party at Edgewood Park off of Belford Avenue in Houston, Texas, and that's an open show.
All right.
So lots of stuff going on around town.
Buy
And
your
there always
Chevrolet
is.
from Persia, Mike Persia Chevrolet. Buy your Chevrolet from Persia, Mike Persia Chevrolet. How do you remember those things?
Remember?
Don, what'd you do with all the money your parents gave you for singing lessons?
Or an education.
It went up in smoke?
It went up in smoke.
So you don't have to subscribe to this episode. To subscribe to next week's episode.
That's right. What's next week?
A new subscription. There you go.
Time now for this hour's car review. Mr. Mars has the chance to drive I don't know why the hell they gave this to you, the Challenger Hellcat.
Because I'm a nice guy.
No, that ain't it.
You nice guy.
So
let
me say with the prefaces.
Let's hear it, Jeff.
Let me preface this that the Hellcat gets a lot of different things. People look at it different ways. The Challenger itself comes in 5 models. You can get an XRT, which is the most popular actually, and then a GT and an RT Scat Pack, and then you get up into the Hellcat model. Now, This is the 2022 model. Is the third gen of this particular Challenger. Hasn't been changed much body-wise since 2008. It falls into that muscle car, pony, sports car category, but it's bigger than most of its peers. You know, the Mustangs, the Camaros. It's a little bit bigger than most of them. You can actually put 2 adults in the back seat of this vehicle.
Oh.
So it makes it for a very nice 4-passenger car. Now, we had the SRT Hellcat with the wide body package on it. And this is actually an option. You can get it on the Hellcat, you can get it on the Demon, you can get it on 2 or 3 different models of it that you can actually get this. So on the outside of it, we had a functioning dual snorkel hood scoop setup on it. So you got plenty of fresh air going into there. They had a the wide body package itself brings out a lot of special badging, some black badging, got high density headlamps that are on it that come with that part of that kick. And it has the wide body fender flares. Now, they do that because these are 11-inch wide, 20-inch tall wheels.
Oh, my gosh.
So there's a lot of meat they're trying to cover up.
That's a lot of meat.
Yeah,
well, you need that to handle a 700-plus horsepower.
True.
See? Yes. So, you know, on the outside of it, now you get to the inside of it, you got a lot of little different things here. But, again, because we had the Hellcat, had some special badging on the leather seats. And again, it's bigger than most of the vehicles in its segment. Makes it a little bit heavier, but you can get those 2 people adults in the back seat. Got a lot of carbon fiber accents. We had an 8.4-inch Uconnect screen. Now, that's where you're going to get all your convenience features, your air conditioning, but it's also where you're going to find the SRT Performance Pages, to where you can go in and you can make that choice between whether you want to cruise at the 500 horsepower at the street level or you want to bump it up to the 717.
Which did you select?
There's no selection as far as I'm concerned. You don't downgrade. And you don't have to have the dual keys anymore. It's one red key, and you just go in and make your options in the software system, so you don't have to mess with that dual keys. It does have a 60/40
Well, why don't you explain what you're talking about? Because it used to be they had the black key, which was the lower horsepower, and then they had the red key, which is the higher horsepower.
Yes, sir. I just took it for granted that everybody knew that.
Nope.
No,
Good point. So we also had the Hardin Karman Audio, which is an 18-speaker system with a subwoofer, surround sound, all that. And it's a nice system, and I did crank it up a little bit.
Why?
But that was the point.
What we need to have is radio delete in that thing.
That's right.
The music comes from the engine.
And with the rear end that it's got in it, you know, you go down the main drag, speed limit's 30 miles an hour, and you do that in third gear. So it's got a nice.
Only you would do that. Well,
you know, but you can downshift it till you hit that right tune, and you don't need the radio. You just cruise, and that's kind of what generates some of the reactions from different people. Like
the police.
I was coming down over to the show in it on Interstate 10, large group of traffic. I don't know why, but we were cruising nice, 65 miles an hour.
You're a liar.
No, I'm serious. And I see this red car coming up behind me, and he finally snakes around to where he's over there. He's 2 lanes over. And I look over there, and I don't recognize it. Well, he kind of gets in next to me in the next lane, and he pulls up a little bit, and it's an F-type. And I think it's a Jag, because it's a F-type. So, but it's got paper plates on it. So I'm looking at his car, and we're kind of easing back, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. And he does. He falls back, and he drops it down, and he hammers it. And he almost hits the guy in front of him. I'm thinking, what an idiot. You can't drive any faster than 65 because of the traffic.
He was
and you got in behind him and did the same thing.
No. I said, this guy's too stupid for me.
He was listening to Jimmy Buffett.
Now, the guy that was the truck that wanted to do that, well, that's a different story. So up underneath the hood that powers this thing, which is really what drives it into that Hellcat category, is a 6.2-liter supercharged V8. Now, this is 717 horsepower, 656 pound-feet of torque, backed by an 8-speed automatic. And I will say they have for this year, which we didn't have it, they have a new jailbreak edition that you can get. And an option, 807 horsepower from the factory.
Now, the question is, how many miles per gallon did you get?
Well, now, let me tell you this.
No,
the EPA
just
says,
answer the question. He says with a smile on his
your
face.
City, you should get expect about 13. Highway 15, you get a combined for 21 over the course of the week. I got almost 20 over the course. No, I take that back. I got 17 for 261.4 miles that I drove it. I didn't drive it out on the highway much, but I did take it out and really try and see. And you can get 20 miles to the gallon.
Did you light up the rear tires?
I would never admit to that if I did it, but I've kind of grown. I like to think I've grown out of that.
How is the
You
on-ramp
have not
acceleration
grown
test?
out of that.
The one thing I will say about driving it, I mean, obviously the power's there, and it's a lot of fun. You got a great driver experience, but we had the optional competition suspension on it, and out on the highway, it shows itself even with the adaptive dampening system that it's got on it. So it is a very firm ride no matter what you do, but because of the power and the sound and the experience you're in, you don't care.
Hey, Becky, watch this. Mom ain't never seen this before.
Hold my beer. Yeah, hold my
Take your
beer.
mom for a ride.
Now, you can't get this vehicle, and I will say.
Have you taken your mother for a ride in
I
one
was
of
going
those
to say,
cars?
yeah.
No.
Why not?
Well, because getting out of her wheelchair and getting in and out of it, it's a little difficult. It's too low. Some of the other ones I have, but
Not if
this
she's
one.
driving.
She wants to. She wants to go for a ride in a Corvette. I don't know that I could ever get her out of one if I
No,
could get
but
her in it.
that's what I'm saying. You should have put her in the Hellcat.
Or at least the Escalade.
So, if you are the base trim price on an SXT model, if you're interested in that, which is a very nice car, 300 horsepower plus V6 in it, $32,025 is where you can pick one of those up at. Now, this vehicle.
Is this a long car review?
Yeah. Really.
Oh yeah, with
It's
some
getting
Well, would you
shorted.
please wrap it
I
up?
got to be at church in the morning.
So the base model price on this is $63,530.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all. But now you add in
price
the
is
Hellcat
tested.
and all the other options on it.
$80,000.
$88,070. But
It's still
if
not
you
bad
look
for
out there,
700
that's right.
horsepower
You look
car.
out there, what you're getting. I mean, it's not like a true sports car in the comparison to a Corvette or something
Or
of
the
that caliber.
markup that the dealer
I was thinking the same
thing.
thing. What's the
But
markup?
go look at a Camaro and a Mustang, which are the typical competitors to it. It's bigger, it's heavier. In my opinion, it rides better. And by golly, I think it'll blow them both off the road.
And it can outrun Don in a helicopter.
Clearly.
If it's got enough gas, yeah.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Theoretically.
No, Don's seen it. It worked.
Well, I know the helicopter. We had the guts pulled out of that at 115. That car left us in the dust. It was doing 200 miles an hour. But guess what? He ran out of gas in Winnie.
It seems to me like I remember reading someplace that Dodge said if you nail that thing, I mean, if you're running flat out like he was, that you can empty that gas tank in 18 minutes.
I'm proof. I can tell you that for sure. Hey, the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. Just look for In-Wheel Time Car Talk. We also stream on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. Podcasts at your fingertips from your favorite podcast source. In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break.
Starting to work on your Christmas calendar? Be sure to add the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In Saturday, December 17th. You'll want to attend Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition at the Loopy Tortilla in Katy, 8 to 11 a.m. It's the only place cruisers compete for Loopy's Chili Pepper trophies and other prizes. There's no charge to enter your vehicle for Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, or Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's coolest and most unique cruise-in and is your opportunity to see the best hot rods, show cars, classics, and resto mods. And get Loopy Tortilla breakfast tacos with adult beverages. There's no entry fee and cars will automatically compete for those much sought-after custom Loopy trophies and other prizes. It happens at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. It's the Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition, Saturday, December 17th. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. Celebrate the Christmas season with friends and family at Tailpipes and Tacos. Saturday morning, December 17th, 8 to 11. We'll see you then, weather permitting. Want to take a minute to tell you about Gulf Coast Auto Shield, a Houston detail company like no other. Gulf Coast Auto Shield offers paint correction services that'll give your car, truck, or SUV a like-new shine. Afterwards, you'll want to protect it with a professionally installed nano-ceramic coating or protection film. Worried about your very expensive windshield getting damaged, broken, or cracked? Let Gulf Coast Auto Shield install ExoShield, a windshield protection film. Give John Gray a call today or check out their website, gcautoshield.com. Hey, whether you own a new, ultra-expensive, exotic, or a 5-year-old Suburban, Gulf Coast Auto Shield will help keep your investment looking like the day it rolled off the assembly line. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is conveniently located on the South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of I-69, the Southwest Freeway. Meet the staff and check out all of their services online right now at gcautoshield.com. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is now part of the iHeart family. Now you'll have access to 24/7 Car Talk anytime you need a fix. Just download the iHeartRadio app and ask for In Wheel Time Car Talk, and there we are. Be sure to save us in your iHeart library for instant access. No matter where you are, you have the best Car Talk show right on your PC, laptop, or mobile device and never have to worry about finding us again. Of course, you can always get access to our video and audio streams via InWheelTime.com and your favorite podcast channel, and all of this is free to you. From the iHeartRadio app, you'll not only hear our Saturday morning live show, but the best shows of the past, updated weekly. Never miss a minute of up-to-date new car reviews, pre-owned reviews, Conrad's Car Clinic, informative interviews, automotive news, and the most fun car talk show on the planet. Just download the iHeartRadio app, search for In Wheel Time Car Talk, save it to your library, and with a tap of the icon, you'll be in touch with your favorite Car Talk team. In Wheel Time Car Talk, streaming now on iHeart.com/InWheelTimeCarTalk.